Hello everyone, today we're going to make a shooter game in Scratch part 2. So let's get right into it. In part 1, we made the movement, the simple gun movement, and the bullets. So here's how it looks like. And today in part 2, we're going to make these simple enemies that just chase us around. So when green flag clicked, I made this costume. I showed you how to do it in the part 1. In part 1, so when green flag clicked, forever, hide, then we need a wait. I think I'll just do pick random 0.5 to 0.8. So there we go. We got it. Now we need clone block. Create a clone of myself, and then when it starts as a clone, so what? Here's a clever trick to not get too many use too many blocks and overcomplicate things. So when it starts as a clone, it will go to x0, y0, but it will hide because its master sprite is hidden. It's hidden. So now that we got go to x0, y0, we're going to make it point in direction, pick random, so 0 to 360, and then we will make it move 300 steps, so it's out of the window, so it looks like it's came to the edge. But then we're going to turn it 180 degrees so that it's facing towards the center of the screen, and then we're going to make it show. So then show, and before that we're also going to visit, make it also point in. Okay, no, make it a repeat until block, repeat until, so repeat until touching bullet, so at the touching bullet, and once it touches the bullet it will delete itself. So what, so you see, so there we go, but it's not chasing the player because we gotta add a move. I think 4 should be good because there are tons of clones. I think 4 is good. Actually, 4.5 is better. 4.5. There we go. And then we're going to make it point towards player. So point towards player. And there we go. Oh, I forgot to make. Wait a second. I forgot to make them. I forgot to make it set rotation style to left right so that it's not rotating. So like that. There we go. Now we got the basics of a shooter game, but now we got to make the enemy touch it. So for that I'm gonna use onion skinning, but you can just estimate it. Oops, that's onion skin. Okay, no. Don't want a surprise. Want to paint. Delete that. Okay, so going to make it anything no outline. Want to be precise here, and you can make your hitbox whatever you want. I'm gonna call it hitbox, and then personally I like to make it a bit less like not specific exact. I need to leave some of the like ears, okay, and the legs. Maybe why no widen it. Nah, let's keep it like that. So there we go. So I made it like this. From this year to from end of the year, this year to end of this year, and made it extend to the stomach, a bit down, but to the stomach, and the hands. Oh, and the mouth. Yes, of course, the mouth. So now our hitbox is ready. So what happens is first we will switch the costume to normal once it starts as a clone. Actually, I think I'll be keeping that after under the show, and then add an if touching player. So if touching the player, then it's going to add an if else, switch the costume. So switch the costume. This is a neat trick here. If touching player, then okay. So where's the costume block? Right. Okay. So we're going to just duplicate that. Add this. Switch costume to hitbox, and then if it's touching the player again, just for now we're going to keep a stop all. Don't worry, we're going not going to keep it. We're going to replace it with a broadcast later. Okay, so if it's so like this, let's off this. So if it's touching, so like if it's touching the parts where the hitbox is, it's going to stop all. But it's not going to stop all if it's touching these ear parts, the cheeks, the whiskers, or the legs. So the tip of the legs or the tail. It would be unfair. So then, and else it would just switch costume to the normal. Oh, and I think I'll rename the hitbox to normal. Okay, there we go, normal. So what is going to be happening is it's going to start off at the normal costume. Then if it's normal and if it's touching the player, it's going to run. It's going to switch the costume to normal's hitbox, and then still if it's touching the player, it's going to stop all. So if it's in the hitbox, or else it's going to just switch costume back to normal. You're going to have a slight flicker, but it's so quick that the human eye you can't notice it, but it's a pretty neat trick. So that makes this game a bit easier, but oh, looks like I touched its belly. Anyways, now that we are done with the enemies, we will move on to the loose screen. Loose game over. Game over screen. Let's convert to bitmap. Choose black. Center it. 0, y 0, 0. Convert it to back to vector. Vector. Go to the text tool and then write game over. In everything looks terrible, so I'm going to get my backpack out. Okay. Press place, Control C. Let's just back it down. Delete that. Control V. Control C. Let's turn it white. White. And then go to text and delete it and game over. 3 exclamation marks. Now that looks good, but we wanna might. Oh, there we go. It's good, goodish, but okay, good. It's good. Okay. So now that we're done, make it game over. So we're going to make a new broadcast. Oops. When I receive game over, we're going to show it and then make it go to front layer actually before that. And then normally when the green flag is clicked with the green flag, it's going to hide itself. So hide. Okay. And then we got to make the enemy broadcast that. So let's delete the stop all at the broadcast game over. So and then okay, so that's good enough. There we go. So the game over worked. Okay, you just I mean it's pretty annoying. Okay, so you just need to you can shoot. So this is it. Here's how the gameplay looks like. So you can shoot, move, the enemies come, you fight them and they can kill us or make us game over. So now we're going to save that out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe.